Overrated. They're garbage.
I can't blame his wife. I have to talk nicely about her.
She got deleted from the game.
What about with Pete? Is he heavily overrated? I think Katus is very underrated. This champion is very strong, at the very least in the hands of Fnatic.
Underrated. Just OP.
It's a very, very strong champ.
Overrated. She's useless.
I think she's probably overrated. Like, she's very weak now compared to how she used to be. Okay.
Underrated. She's my new wife.
Oh, that's beautiful. I mean, I have to go underrated. I can't blame his wife. I have to talk nicely about her. I don't know if they're underrated though. Like, Danish players are generally being viewed as pretty good overall, I think. I mean, I can't say Danish players are overrated. I'm Danish, so I'll definitely go with Danish players being very hard underrated. They're really OP.
Overrated. Underrated heavily. Vinja would beat every other country if we had more population. Look at all the players we have with the extreme talents.
For example?
Me?
I don't think Caps really fits in either category, because Caps generally is being viewed as a really good player. So I don't think I can call him underrated. Like, he might even end up getting MVP of the split, right? Everyone thinks he's a really good player.
I think underrated last year, overrated this year.
I can respect that.
Underrated. Because this row has been OP since release of League of Legends.
Says the mid laner. I think it depends. I think in competitive, jungle is underrated. But in solo queue, I think it's very overrated. When you can actually communicate with your team and they actually listen to what you want, the jungle role is really valuable. But in solo queue, when you have 3 lanes that don't care about enemy jungler or care about you, then it's kind of sad being the jungler at times.
Heavily underrated. I think it's the most fundamental thing of League of Legends.
Solo queue is really important to an extent, but if it gets to the point where you just start grinding out solo queue constantly just for the sake of it rather than learning, then I think it gets a bit overrated. I think you need to have a good balance between watching the game and playing solo queue and actually taking care of yourself as well. I don't know, I'll obviously say that streaming is underrated because I find it really fun and really nice to do, but at the same time I can also respect that a lot of pro players can't really find the time or the will to stream. I'll go with underrated. Twitch chat is an interesting and entertaining place.
I think it's underrated since Twitch chat is what makes most of the streams. Depends where. If it's LEC, then overrated. If it's something else, maybe underrated.
What about with Pete? Is he heavily overrated?
Skip.
Yeah, skip.
Cut. Overrated.
Why?
They're garbage.
I know, I kind of like it personally because, you know, you come back and there's usually someone around, but at the same time, most of us are always at the office anyway, so when we're not at the office, we usually are on our own, in our rooms or whatever. But at the same time, sometimes, you know, it can be nice to have some people around, and I would say for me personally, a little underrated, but you know, there's also times where it would be nice to have your own place, right? So it depends a bit, but I kind of like it overall.
Compared to other leagues, it's underrated because it's better than any other league.
I agree. I think it's underrated as well. It's probably the best national league out there. I mean, I might be a bit biased in this one, but I think Fnatic is underrated for sure.
Coming from someone who was watching Fnatic before he joined Fnatic for years, I would definitely say underrated. I think Fnatic doesn't get the amount of credit that it deserves, because when you constantly win, people rather mock you down rather than give you the praise. Yes.
Yes.